Hi, Dr. Tony here, and I want to welcome you to TikTok Tony on YouTube. For those of you who knew me as TikTok Tony on TikTok, you knew that I answered questions for the transgender community. That includes transmasculine, non-binary, and transfeminine. There's really no medical or surgical question that's off limits. Well, here on our YouTube channel, we'll be able to talk about a lot more information in more depth because we aren't restricted. Now, for those of you who've asked a lot about liposuction and body masculinization, body feminization, well, I can tell you a lot about liposuction and how we collect the fat and how we actually transfer the fat from one place to another. The other thing we can do is actually show you how to do an injection, and all questions top surgery, we can answer in real detail. And we can even show you the surgery, show you how we do certain parts of the surgery, and answer those questions. We can even delve deeper into a lot of your questions like, how do we resize a feminine nipple to a masculine nipple? And then how we prepare the graft, and where do we put it? Where do we place it? There's this little tool, and it turns out the nipple is roughly the size of a US nickel, 22.2 millimeters roughly. Well, guess what? That's what that is. So we can actually resize the nipple to be the masculine size and shape of a nipple. I can show you about testosterone, and more than that, how to inject. Remember I was saying insert fast and inject slow? That is the best way to have a painless injection. So there are many things that we can discuss, but the most important thing is that we keep our community together. What we created on TikTok was amazing. A beautiful community that really helps each other. And I never knew that we would blossom into almost 300,000 followers. Our community is extremely, unique in that we help each other. We're also going to talk about hormones. The biggest one is testosterone. This is the expensive androgel, but it does work. Or the most common is testosterone injections. Now, a lot of people are afraid of injections because it hurts. Well, I've got 3 pro tips that we can share with you to decrease or even eliminate the pain of injection. But there are side effects to testosterone, and we can talk about hair loss solutions, such as finasteride. Finasteride is the first thing I would prescribe for those of you who are losing your hair because you started testosterone. This is more than 60% effective in stopping the hair loss and regrowing the hair you may have lost. We can now get a 1-year supply of finasteride for about $10. So we're going to answer a lot of questions here on TikTok Tony YouTube, and we can really dive deep into the questions. I can actually show you surgeries. So I invite you to help create TikTok Tony on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button below and join in this effort. But don't worry, I am not leaving TikTok. As long as TikTok is there, I'll be there too. So please join me on TikTok Tony YouTube, and please subscribe. We want to create this community together.